We're going to try and get through all the burns now. We're going to start with Domonics burn. Had better nights than we had last night, but have had much worse nights too. So, for the most part, Domonics burn's been really good. I think the best parts of Domonics burn are coming up, right? The way that Unbeatable Kemp qualified, the way that Blue Bayou Dio looked. Very, very excited for those two in particular to start going. Isa 10 is going to London next week. And yes, Patrick was flat, raced poorly, but as I've said multiple times, you know, this is horse racing. These are living, breathing animals, and they're going to have bad nights too. So let's start with Domonics burn, Blue Bayou Dio. A great qualifier the other day. On the right line a little bit. Going to send her to the vet just to make sure there's nothing needed before she starts her sophomore campaign. I think I would like to qualify her one more time. She just felt a little drawn out. Now 58 in that cold, windy day with a strong headwind was a good mile, but she felt like she didn't want a whole lot more just yet. Hey, just yet. And come back maybe with another mile, even at 59, just really tighten her up, have her closing on the end of it, I think would do her some good. So Blue Bayou Dio will come back for another qualifier next week. Brace for Landing continues to look good and train well at the farm. Everything is going according to plan with this guy. Very happy with him. You guys don't have Columbus anymore. Crew Chief trained good the other day. Now I guess Steve's the only one that'll be interested in this video part, but Crew Chief, Addie, shush. Crew Chief trained great the other day. I don't know whether we'll take him over to Mohawk again this week to train a mile and a bit, or whether we will, Adeline Hope McDonald, quiet, or we will just leave him at the farm. Either one, 6 and 1, half a dozen the other at this point. He's 3 weeks from going a fast mile, but I've been very happy with what I've seen. Isa 10, as I said, racing this Friday at London. She's 2 weeks out of the Iron Maiden series at Northfield Park, so it'll be good to get a mile into her this week. Globetrotting is back jogging, looking good. Just gonna shine her up, put the weight on her, shine her up. Yeah, I know, but I want to keep the weight on her. She loses it really, really quick. High Enterprise has been looking good. Not too many horses trained on Saturday. She was one of them. We went with 3 from Domonics barn, and High Enterprise trained well. Amy trained her. Horn Player, she didn't get to start her training back on Saturday. Certainly wasn't going to train her on that track Saturday. But she will start training this week, either Tuesday or Wednesday. What are you looking at me for? Aglaire AM will likely go to Mohawk. What day did the race go? Monday, we said? Yeah, so we'll train her probably in 2 minutes Wednesday at Mohawk Raceway. Coming off that break, I want to have a bounce back performance for her, and I suspect we will. Kings County, not with Dominic now. He's down actually, and Brett Miller and Stacy Van Hoosen.
She's married.
It is Stacy Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's Stacy Van Hoosen Miller.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would call her a girlfriend.
I know you did. I was going to tell
That's
you.
my bad.
Hopefully she doesn't.
Stacy Miller. I apologize, Stacy. In fairness, I didn't get an invite to the wedding, so I wasn't clear that you were married. But Stacy and Brett Miller have Kings County, so excited about his future racing prospects. We did scope him after the race. I didn't get the report till the next day. No blood. So good for Kings County. Leaps and Bounds training good again. She looked good Saturday also. Patrick DePrano, yeah, you know, it hurts when any of the horses race poorly for no particular reason, especially if I drive them. It leaves me questioning my methods on the track, which could have played a role in Patrick DePrano's poor performance. Either way, as I said at the start, I say it again and again and again, living, breathing animals. You know, they're going to have good nights, they're going to have bad nights. Most important thing is to recognize what happened and not repeat it. So we'll work on that. It wasn't in his airway, so we'll take his blood tomorrow. We'll figure out what's going on with Patrick and patch him up and get him back in to go. It will be a 2-week holiday for him, though. He won't race next week. We'll go the week after. Sipping on my shine. Very impressed with this horse, but he's still mentally got a long way to go. I've said it a million times, though. What the Hills are just super stubborn. They're workers. They're tough, but they're super stubborn. Columbus has come a long way now and is starting to look real, real good. Sipping on my shine looked good the other day for about 3/8 of a mile. Then he come unglued. Just anxious. Oh, he run at the back.
Oh, I
Very anxious. He went.
No,
he went 3/8 of a mile, then he made a break, and then I moved him to the outside and sat on the outside with him. So he's learning. but just it's baby steps with this guy. Baby steps with this baby for sure. Stay close. He's also in Ohio now with Jason. He was awesome the other day. I talked about him in the aged horse video, and we'll talk about him at Jason's barn also. I got to change some of these too. But stay
That's
close.
okay. We'll take the credit for those two winning.
Oh, okay. You guys take the credit for that. Tactical Mounds was exceptionally good training. I got really high hopes for this filly. You know, we did a top 20 list. I told you guys there just wasn't enough information for me to move her up, but she's somewhere going to end up. I think she's going to end up somewhere in the top 3 for sure. I'm really impressed with the power, just the sheer power that Tactical Mounds has. Unbeatable Kemp, talk about power. I said of all the things that have taken place so far, it didn't look like much. It may have been anomalous to you guys, and maybe you said, oh, it's a nice mile. That horse could be a real good horse. It left me also, I talked about this in another video, about how one of our clients, Pete, had said, maybe we understaked them. We may have, I don't know. There's lots of racing in New Jersey and Kentucky, but man, as soon as he went under the wire, that email, that conversation, that thread, and that process, I looked at him like, maybe I did. I think he's got a very bright future. I'm really excited to see Unbeatable Kemp next week. And then Will to Win Hanover. Similar lines, but I don't have the information to back up my claims that she's going to be a great horse. There's something about this filly. It's not hope, it's not desire, it's not dreaming. There's something there. I think just work will bring it out. And I think that's what we're going to have to do. So she's perfectly tailored for James. We're going to talk more about her every week, but I think it's going to take 4 or 5 starts for me to really cement my firm belief. What?
You missed Sailor.
Oh, I did. I missed Sailor. He's not on the sheet right now. And Sailor raced last night. Every week, you'll hear me the last little while make predictions. I think this horse will do that. And they're usually pretty close because we have a real on-the-field look at what took place and what could take place. I don't think there's going to be a horse drop in with Sailor that's going to beat him. If he comes to the track as healthy as he was last night, hung up the way he is last night, and have James driving completely, totally different, I think that Sailor is headed to the winner's circle. I like everything about Sailor. He's just a nice horse to be around. Dominic said he ate everything, eh?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's going to settle into the barn nice. I think he's going to be a real nice little horse for us. Sailor, he's got a bright future and a really bright next week coming up, I believe. So that is Dominic's barn. Dominic now has Better Be Sawyer. Who's the other ones?
Okay.
My Mini Miracle. Gandalf. I don't really want to talk about Gandalf. Dominic has Gandalf right now. He's in Shed Row 12 with Brody. My apologies. There are some late submissions to this list. Gandalf the Black is in Shed Row 12. He'll be under Dominic's care for the next little while. He is up for sale, but we're going to continue to work him as if he's not going to be sold until he is. So Gandalf the Black is actually training at a Shed Row 12 right now. It's changed training camps for now. For no particular reason, only then Mario's barn was full. We had some overflow. He was up for sale, so we moved him out. My Mini Miracle, we made a slight change. Harry traded for, there was a multi-stable trade. Resolute Bay moved from Jason's to Harry's. What's that? Oh yeah, there is an accident, eh? Oh, wowzers. Right there, cars are all crunched up, and airbags are off. My Mini Miracle has moved from Harry's barn to Dominic's barn, along with Laugh Now and Better Be Sawyer. So Better Be Sawyer will be racing at a Dominic's camp in London next week with Isa 10 and My Mini Miracle. And Laugh Now will be schooling next week. He's close. And I didn't see him go the other day, but Harry Polton, now Harry didn't take care of him. Harry was there with the other horses. Dominic's crew took him over. Harry set the hobbles for them the way that they've been set before. He went out and trained, and no one could really tell me how he trained. Harry came to me, come to me and said, hey, that Laugh Now horse looked really good the other day, which is a big compliment coming from Harry. He's really usually subdued in all his commentary for the horses. For him to take the time to stop and tell me that Laugh Now trained great was impressive. I can't wait to see Laugh Now. We'll school him next Friday. So that is all Dominic's barn. We got to change the other list too. I'll be back in a minute with all the other stables, and I still haven't done my opening, but I'm starting to warm up now. Take care.